Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky versus Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Henno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now,
Google
let
Play.
us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 482.
You sound like two?
Yeah.
Sexiest podcast on the network.
On The Crazy Life, a lot of times when after Jen does her intro spiel, you know, she'll be like, joining me as always is Henno and Brian, and I'll be like, hello?
Am I supposed to be here?
Yeah, that's... Oh, man. I was doing it more as...
Brian.
Hey, Tony. I was doing it more as a callback to our conversation that was right before I hit record. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
for those who aren't sitting in the room Tony's in or the room I'm in or have us bugged, I was telling Tony that
FBI.
you know I'm proud of the fact that I haven't given the wrong show number that I can think of. Maybe I did once. I don't remember, but either way, most of the time I get it right.
Yeah, I don't think you ever have, to be honest.
Well, it's tough to remember after all of these episodes.
I mean, especially considering the fact that, once I shut the laptop off, I'm like, what did I just do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. It's a few hour time travel, you know.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like I feel
It's
like,
okay, though.
did we just do something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Be all right.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
We'll hope so anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
Right.
Right. So how was Halloween?
Pretty epic, man.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I'll tell
we
you
had
how
a
mine
curve.
was real quick. I didn't do anything.
All right.
We didn't give out candy because we didn't know if there was going to be anything or not. And there turns out that there were some people doing it. There were people bringing kids around, but it wasn't a lot. So, sorry, kids. We'll catch you next year.
It's been a weird year anyway.
Yeah.
No,
So how about yours?
Halloween day, we scrambled and finished decorating the house. We had a whole Beetlejuice setup going. If you want to, look at the Monotony on Instagram, you can check out the pictures I put up.
Anything to get followers. Jeez, dude.
Anything to get followed, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty great. We had like the Beetlejuice sandworm out in the yard coming in through the window and exiting out of the porch, and that was our candy tube.
Right.
And Michelle made some pretty awesome. Well, actually, Michelle, Logan, and Leah all made some pretty awesome cutouts. So we stuck up in the windows and we put like plastic behind it, and then I bought a couple more smart bulbs, ones that change colors, and they happen to be on sale at Home Depot. Shout out Home Depot. So, we had the porch all purple and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool looking.
Yeah. It was good. It worked out real well. We had a lot of people who were like, "Oh, great job. We love the house." And, we weren't, there was a dude up the road from us, basically had a fucking haunted house set up in his front yard.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know how he was giving out candy exactly, but.
He wasn't. Even though the sign said free candy, he wasn't giving candy out.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a bunch of boxes in his garage.
Yeah. Like, it's weird. I see all these kids go in, but I don't see any of them coming out.
It's crazy.
Next
Dude,
day, he's
they
got a
just walk
U-Haul
around
in his
selling
driveway.
Sausages.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was going to say he's got a U-Haul the next day.
But yeah, honestly, the candy shoot is the best way to give out candy.
Yeah.
Because, the way my porch is, we got to stay inside.
Right.
We have a little like propane fired space heater that pumps out more heat than you think it would by looking at it. So it was nice and toasty in there. We had jams going.
Right.
We were just out there BS and handing out candy, and we had the fog machine rolling and control was inside, so Logan was going bananas on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we handed out everything that we didn't eat.
Well, I'm glad you didn't
Of course, you eat candy as you're handing it out.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't hand out what you ate. That would have been very weird.
Yeah, you're like, hold on, kids.
Like, this is what the tube is really for.
No, but dude, the candy tube's awesome.
Yeah.
It was great. I was like, man, this is great. Although, honestly, I would rather be sitting in the driveway with the fire pit going. But
Yeah, right.
But for the situation this year, the candy shoot was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like the option. I saw a lot of people doing that this year, which is pretty cool because it is a decent option at least, for the distancing part. I mean, there's still the whole touching of the candies and whatnot, unless you use tongs or something. But
yeah. Well, I mean, Leah was dressed as a plague doctor, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would be sitting in the window in her full plague doctor outfit.
Nice. That's so appropriate.
I know, right? It was great.
Like, I'm just going, that's just so, like, for her and everything. It's just, yeah. Like, I could see her being a plague doctor any other year also. Like,
yeah, that's what she said. She's like, I might wear this anytime. Like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So
there was some people up the road from us that had candy shoots going, but they were launching the candy out of their second-story windows.
Oh my, that's aggressive.
And then it was like the shoot was probably a 30-degree angle, then it curved at the very bottom. Like, what is the velocity of this
Holy
candy?
shit! Yeah, that's aggressive. I mean, I just want to know if anybody out there who had one of these candy shoots set up, if their cat went down one of them.
Oh man, we had to make sure the cat stayed inside in ours.
Yeah,
Because, they was coming right through the window, and our dopey ass guys were like, well, I mean, Bomber tried to squeeze out the little bit of the window just because she was like, oh, fuck people, you know?
Yeah, right.
No, Halloween was fun, though. And then, after we were trick-or-treating, Logan had a Halloween one-shot D&D adventure that we played, and I think he's going to come over tomorrow, and we're going to finish it.
Nice.
Because, honestly, I think he came over early with the intent of us playing and then stopping, handing out candy, and then playing again. He had no idea he was going to get put into, arts and crafts. And we ended up going out to lunch that day, too, and we were there forever.
Right.
For some reason, usually Fricker's, a local chicken joint for y'all not in the know.
Yeah. They serve bar food, basically, for the most part.
It's chicken wings and fries and whatever.
Yeah.
And,
they have other stuff.
I expected a quick turnaround, and we were there for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on.
I don't know.
But whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What can you do?
What can you do? But yeah, Halloween was cool.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to next year. The only thing that was weird this year is I didn't dress up.
Yeah.
It's like the first year in a long time I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just didn't have time, honestly.
Right.
You know?
And oddly enough, as a follow-up to last week when we talked about you doing Captain Spaulding, oddly enough, I was at a Goodwill and happened to find a headband with a little...
Yeah, that little Uncle Sam headband.
Little Uncle Sam hat on top of it. So I almost just bought it because I almost was just like, he can use this whenever he wants kind of a thing. But
like right now.
Yeah. I could see you wearing it right now. Yeah, it'd been great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I go up there and it's still there, maybe I'll grab it. But yeah, it was just really funny. Of course, I saw it and I was like, I'm not gonna grab it. And I was like, well, I have to send him a picture of it because just in case you respond with like, "Yo, grab that for me,"
right?
So
by that point, I was just like, I don't have time to get a costume goer.
Yeah, exactly. Understand.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
it was fun though, and the people enjoyed it, and I had fun. Obviously, hanging out with my kids and carving pumpkins, doing all that dumb Halloween shit that I love to do.
Roast pumpkin seeds afterwards, or did you just throw them?
Not yet.
Okay.
They're in the fridge.
I was gonna say, I know you didn't throw them away because that ain't you.
Hell no.
You're gonna let all that goodness go in the trash.
Oh no, that's my mission for tomorrow.
I actually forgot. The problem is, a lot of people when they're just scooping the stuff out of there, they just right into the trash, and it's like, I should just put a thing out there every year that's kind of like, hey, if you don't want those pumpkin seeds, but then again, it's like, then you walk into the store and you see a bag of pumpkin seeds for like $2 or $3, and it's like,
yeah, they're still better when you do them yourself.
Oh yeah, because they do have other seasonings now. I was going to say you could season them differently because in the past there was basically salt, know. But I've seen some like Chipotle ones this year and all sorts of different ones, pickle ones.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
So yeah, they've stepped their game up.
I just like them when you just pull them like fresh out the oven. They're still kind of warm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep, I know. I dig them. I'm a big fan. I almost always have either pumpkin or not sesame. Yeah, just have one of those little shaker things with sesame seeds.
You just shake it in your mouth.
Yeah, like they're a box of nerds.
Yes, exactly.
Shit. No, I meant sunflower seeds. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, that's my because this week, Brian, I'm on fucking vacation this week.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
It's a good time to not be at work because you get to avoid being around the people you work with around Election Day.
I was saying that this morning.
Yeah.
Because,
I'm sure there's a lot of people jealous of that for you right now.
It's a little nutty, right now in the world. Like tomorrow morning, we're getting up where we vote is like a block and a half from the house.
Yeah.
So we're just going to basically get there when the polls open, and hopefully there's not a huge line.
I figure what's going to happen is you're going to get up and walk outside and be in line.
God, I hope not.
From all the stuff I've seen, there's a lot of. I mean, the early voting lines have been pretty insane, but most people have said that they've moved pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, I was going to go today to early voting, but I'm like, you know what? Voting's tomorrow, and it's in my neighborhood, and
I voted.
I'm just going to take my chances.
I voted absentee, but I take mine right over to the whatever you call it. I can't think of the title of the office, but anyway, the clerk of whatever. Clerk of voting. I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
the Duke of voting.
Because where I live is like a township, so we just have like our air quote city hall, which is actually a pretty nice building. But I can just go over there and just hand them my ballot. So I did that. The only downside is I never get one of those. I don't get the I voted stickers. So.
That is a bummer.
That's why when I voted in the early ones, I don't know if you remember on Instagram, I put the Post-it note on my chest that said I voted because you don't get a sticker. You think when they mail your ballot out, you'd get a I voted sticker. Although in fairness, as we talked about, I believe last time, or one of the times before when voting was around, that we were like, that's such an incredible waste of money. It really should not exist. But I also understand that people take a lot of pride in, because why would you do anything if you can't brag about it?
Oh, exactly.
So that's why I'm on the podcast.
To do a good deed just to do a good deed.
Yeah, I didn't take a picture, and with my ballot like a lot of people do and stuff. I just didn't bother with any of it, but I did vote. It's turned in, so
I tried the absentee ballot, but I must have got in the system too late for them to really get it to me.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
Well, it's different too, because in Michigan, every state's got their own laws. Michigan, anyone can vote absentee.
Right.
You just have to sign the paperwork. And I know a lot of states, still don't have that option, which is stupid. But
yes, very stupid.
I know. And there was a mix-up with my mom that we sent in for her to get an absentee ballot, and found out Saturday, that they didn't get the paperwork. So, and she's really paranoid of COVID. So, unfortunately, I don't think she's going to end up voting, which.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But I also, on the other hand, it's like, I get it. As much as I want everyone to vote, I also totally get it if you don't want to go stand by a ton of people.
Right.
But also, it's hard. It's so hard, though, because, you also think of all these countries where people literally know if they go to vote, they may get shot.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, but they still go.
Right.
But I don't want to be judgy about any of it, just as, I'm not going to be like, go vote to people because you're not going to. Well, you could if you're a Monday night downloader of the podcast. Otherwise, odds are by the time you get this, it's probably too late. So,
yeah, but still go vote.
Yeah, but still go vote. If not this time, register for next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and make sure.
Yeah,
if nothing else, this one's all about the presidency more than anything. Even though it isn't, because Senate races are very important and all this other stuff. Every race is important in these things. But it's funny to me is when you're filling out your ballot and you'll see the ones to where it's like pick no more than 3, and there's 3 on there.
Yeah,
and it's like
really.
So what if no one fills those circles out? Does nobody win? Or no, they win because they're the only ones running. They're unopposed. So it's like,
yeah, sorry, don't mind the Velcro noises.
Too late. I already minded them.
Taking off an ankle support thing. My ankle's been all wonky.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Time to get it cut off.
Man, that's what Leah said too.
Yeah.
Funny. Yeah.
Did she offer to do it? Wait. Did she offer to do it?
Well, she wasn't wearing her plague doctor outfit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you got to be, safety first and everything.
Yeah, safety first.
Yeah, just got to scrub in.
I hate those ones when it's like, pick 3. And you're like, well, there's only fucking 3.
My favorite ones this year were where you have to pick people to be on the board of governors for like Michigan University or Michigan State, and I'm like, what the fuck do I care about this?
Yeah, right.
But again, it was pretty much like you're only voting for the people running. There was not like 5, and you can only pick 3. There were 3, right. So you can pick a number from 0 to 3. It's like, well. Doesn't matter because they're going to get picked no matter what.
Like, who's got the coolest name?
Yeah. Now it'd be different if there was like an order to it, like, hey, I'm the first board of governors person and I'm the second, like if they did it that way, then I might, that's a different story. Now I might vote on something cool like their last name or No, I'm
Right.
kidding. I tried really hard to look up information on the people. Not a lot out there for them, unless they're like one of the guys for, I can't remember if it was Michigan or Michigan State. He's a very well-known attorney in Michigan.
Minsky makes them pay?
Yep. No.
That fucking guy.
No.
Agent 47 of lawyers right there.
Yeah. Dude, I know, right?
Golly.
He's got some aggressive ads.
Yeah, he does.
But anyway, but it was like that was the only person I knew anything about because, he's been on TV for years. Like, hey, we win all our cases. Come use us because we win all the time and whatever.
Yeah. Do you like money?
Yeah. Then don't
And
go to
use
these other
us.
bums.
Because we like money too, and we're going to get some of your money, but you're still going to get some of that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this whole election season to be done because I'm sick of all the political shit.
Yeah,
everywhere.
and the thing is, I know it's not going to end tomorrow.
No,
like
it's not gonna.
There's a very real chance that we're not even going to know the results tomorrow because of the mail-ins and everything.
It'd be cool if I could stop getting text messages and phone calls from
Yeah.
Hey, this is fucking so and so from the Democrat. Hey, fucking Trump.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus.
Yeah.
And because apparently my phone number is still floating around, and people think I still live in Michigan. I'm getting double texts. Like I got a text today to let me know that Kid Rock thinks this is the guy you should vote for.
Like I give two shits. I don't care what your party is. You shouldn't give two shits what Kid Rock thinks.
Yeah.
About
exactly.
politics.
Yeah. Exactly. Take that, China.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's just I can't wait for it to be over. And you're right, it's not going to be over.
Yeah.
But I like one of
at least the ads will be over.
The ads will be over. The text and phone calls will be over.
That angle of it,
what
but then
won't be over is
Facebook
imagery
season
will still not be funny for a long time.
Right, nothing will be. Like Twitter's not going to be like the world has shifted. I've talked with some friends of mine online that are from other countries, and I can't wait until your election's over. And I'm like, it isn't going to end this time. Normally, after the election or after the inauguration of the next president, things, they calm down at least. And it's not going to this time. There's so much vitriol this time that.
Yes.
And, you've got Trump out there. Oh, well, if I lose, it's because everything's rigged. So you're going to have conspiracy theorists buying into that. And, and if Biden loses, then all the Democrats and whatever are going to be just insufferable for a while. So that's why I said it's like this isn't going to get that much better anytime soon. I wish it would.
It sucks. This is one of those times where I wish I lived out in the country with 100 acres and a cabin in the middle of it a little bit.
Yeah, and if anyone drives up to visit you, you just lean forward in your rocking chair and point your rifle at them and tell them to keep driving.
I'll have different colored stakes on the driveway so I know the ranges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so they're already sighted in, basically.
I don't know who you are, stranger, and I don't care what you need, but keep on driving.
What I do know is you're 65 yards out, and I can hit that.
Yeah. And you just shoot near them just to prove it, Like you have cans at the end, on the posts, so that you can just hit the can from that distance and be like, just in case you thought about stepping closer.
Just some of those metal targets that go ping and then they reset.
Yeah. And just be like,
I don't have to walk out there and set them up.
Right, of course not. Yeah, and be like, and just keep in mind, the closer you get, the better of a shot I am.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's I was talking to Michelle about that because she was in a bad way because she was looking at her phone and she was like,
doom scrolling, man, it's a real thing. It's
doom scrolling. That's a good way of putting it.
It's what it's actually called. Yeah, for anyone who's not familiar,
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, jump. Well, I was going to say jump online and learn about it, but then again, no. But it's basically just where you we all go through rabbit holes on stuff, right? Like you start, you find a timeline on Twitter that you find funny, so you just keep reading or whatever, or a thread. But doom scrolling is when you're just looking at, negative stuff, and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and the whole time you're just feeling worse and worse, So I saw a great thing the other day that mentioned and I feel like I'm on, the crazy life here, but this is just good for anybody, is if you're reading stuff on your phone and you feel like your chest tighten, or you feel like you're clenching your jaws, or you're tensing up, find something else. Jump into a just mindless game that you've got, or I don't know what. Find something, pull up a video of, a favorite TV show or something like that to break that cycle in your head. Especially,
like, hey Siri, show me big sexy titties.
Damn right. I was waiting for your phone to be like, okay.
Yeah, actually, so was I.
Mine,
oh boy.
Mine got activated by Sarah Silverman podcast the other night. I was listening to it, and at one point she's like, hey, and her name. And when it did, my phone's like, what can I help you with?
God damn it, Siri.
Like, your name isn't Sarah. But anyway, with the doom scrolling, that's a good thing.
She went down that rabbit hole this morning.
Yeah.
And it's basically, that's the same thing I told her. I'm like, now's one of those times where, like I said, I wish I lived up in the mountains away from everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
Just put like no contact. Turn off the internet for a while.
Do you know what would be awesome is if your mom still had her cottage right now? Like, let's just go to the cottage for a week.
Yeah. Wait for all this to blow over.
And
let's go to Winchester, have a pint, wait for this to blow over.
Right. Like, not that it'll be better in a week necessarily, but it also will be better in a week,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's a good week for me to take off because, I can be here for her to lean on or vent to if she needs it.
Right.
Instead of just being in a house with a couple dogs.
This is a great time to, like, I'm not going to go anywhere near Facebook until probably Friday.
Right.
Aside from posting for the podcast, that'll be the only thing I'm going to do. Other than that, I'll probably completely stay off Facebook. Twitter, I stick to the rooms that I'm in pretty much. I don't go out on the timeline much, and I'm not going to.
I have noticed Instagram's still pretty fun.
Yeah, that's true. Instagram's been pretty
Provided
good.
You follow the right accounts, of course.
Well, like any of it, you can groom things too. And also, seriously, don't be afraid to unfollow or mute people.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. Like, Facebook does have where you can mute somebody for 30 days. Use it if you have to.
Sure.
Like, just that kind of stuff. Keep in mind your mental health is more important than someone else's political views when it comes to this. And I don't mean to minimize the real issues that are out there. But if it goes back to, it's kind of the old thing that, you can't fill someone else's glass if your pitcher's empty or your cup is empty or whatever, like type of thing. Like, you can't help someone else if your battery is depleted.
Yeah, put your own oxygen mask on.
There you go. That's the perfect one, actually. Yeah, is from flying. Put your oxygen mask on. That way you can be of service. So, make sure you're taking care of yourself through all this. So
yeah, for sure.
Anyway, let's do some non-voting stuff.
Well,
I have one more thing real quick, which is if you do find yourself tensing up and everything, look up circular breathing or breathing practices online. And I'm sure you can find videos of it, or if you have a meditation app, now's a great time to use it to try to get back into it. But I do recommend trying to disrupt the cycle of negative thoughts in your head before you try to meditate, because if it's tough to meditate away when all that's circling in your head is negative.
Yeah, you got that hurricane of rage going.
Yeah, so try to find something maybe to make you laugh or whatever, and then, go to that.
Sexy titties.
Right, or look up, some puppy and kitty videos or whatever it is that makes you happy, and go with that first. All right, I'm off the soapbox. What else you got?
All right. I do have a confession of shame I have to make here, Brian.
Yeah.
So I was, I've been still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my all the beers situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking, I can do Instagram Reels to review beers.
Yeah.
I've tried. It's very hard to review a beer in 15 seconds.
No, it's not. You just give a thumbs up or down.
It's very difficult. I've tried.
You just have to have it ready. You just take a sip, thumbs up or down. Boom, boom. That's your whole. It barely even hits your palate. You're just like, good or bad. That's it.
So yeah, I've tried cutting together 15-second videos. It's not enough time.
Yeah.
To give the information I need.
I feel like 30 seconds might work for you, or 45 seconds or a minute, but it's just, 15 seconds is not a lot of time.
15 seconds is not a lot.
No.
So here's where the shame comes in.
All right.
TikTok gives you 60 seconds.
Oh, no.
So I set up an All the Beers pod on TikTok. I haven't used it yet.
Right.
But I did set it up.
Now, you can post the TikToks to your Instagram story.
Yes, you can.
I know that because at so many accounts that I follow, that's basically all their damn stories are TikTok videos.
Yeah, so that I'm like, God damn it, this makes sense to me. And I've been fiddling with the editor.
Yeah.
The video editor in it is actually pretty robust.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised.
Right.
Yeah. But I was just like, God damn it.
I've been saying it for a while now. I knew something was going to break you.
It's only a matter of time, I guess.
I'm just picturing now there's the meme of it shows Drago and it just says TikTok in front of it. I must break you.
I mean, that's hilarious.
And you're Rocky, of course. Oh,
and I'm, I've been perusing, of course, because I have it now.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of funny stuff in there, but I am disturbed by the amount of just women dancing, basically half nude.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and then you see how many views and subscribers they have.
I feel like you're complaining about half nude dancing women here. I'm not sure I like your tone, mister. All right.
I'm not. If it wasn't like, is this a jailbait situation?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, yeah.
Like some of the ladies on there put their age on their thing.
Wow.
Because it's like, if you flip through enough, you're like, this is all this lady does. And it's just like when I set up my All the Beers on Instagram, I started following beer accounts.
Yeah.
There's so many beer review accounts out there that are just sexy women holding beer.
Yeah.
And then you look at their numbers they get, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I can't. Not that I don't remember the count, but there's one I popped on.
So here's what you need to do. What? You need to find a way to like deep fake your head on some body that's got like luscious breastises, and that should be your review body every time.
That would be hilarious.
Be like, hey, I see big tits gets attention. So now that I have your attention.
Yeah, so now that I figured out this situation.
Right. Like the two things everyone seems to look at are beards and titties. I got both now.
Yes.
Or just get a bikini and just start wearing a bikini in there. And see if that works. Yeah.
No, it's interesting to see because it's like you could clearly tell because this one account, because I'm not gonna lie, it was a very attractive woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what do? You swipe on it to pull up their account.
Sure.
And it was like this one account that I followed on Instagram was this just big titty sexy lady holding.
Mm-hmm.
You scroll and you can see where the change happens.
Yeah, those are the best. I love those.
Yeah, so I did it on this, and it was just her and her friends dancing and stuff. And then there was one video where it was like her boobs were more out, and you see the number spike. And then it was like that's all it was. And then she's putting on more makeup, and now her hair's done, and it's like, oh my! You can just see the downward spiral of filth.
Yeah.
I'm
mad at it, but it is funny, isn't it?
I'm not mad at it either. I mean, if you got it, use it, I guess.
Yeah.
I know I would.
Yeah. Well, I just told you how.
I mean, that's true. Deep fake.
You don't even have to do. Actually, a bad Photoshop job would probably be better.
Yeah.
That
would be. But yeah, so it's I hate here. I guess here's more shame too. Been playing more Fortnite.
Nah, between the two,
Hey, I'm getting decent. I can't build for shit, but I'm pretty much consistently in the top 10 now. So
okay. Well, okay. So out of curiosity, because I'm not familiar at all with this, in the Fortnites.
In the Fortnites.
Right. The building in it, does it just keep kind of? Are you making shelter? Does it keep you alive longer? What's the point of it?
Yeah, like basically you can go around and collect supplies by because it seems like pretty much everything in the game is destructible.
Okay. That makes sense.
So if you parachute in onto the island, right?
Yeah.
So you go into a house, you can run around a house, or you can just start smashing walls down. And depending on what the walls are made out of, those are materials you get.
Oh, okay.
And then later you can use those materials to like upgrade your guns, or you can build shit.
Okay.
Now, some people, obviously, have been playing way longer than I am. You start shooting at them, all of a sudden walls just start popping up around them.
Which makes sense. Okay.
You know, and
Sure.
I just, that's not how my brain works, you know?
Yeah.
When I'm playing this game, I don't think about it. Like,
Yeah.
I build to go like, oh, there's something up there I need. Let me build some stairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, I start getting shot at. I'm like, serpentine.
Right.
You know, I don't think like, oh, I could build a quick fucking fort around me.
Right.
Hence the name.
And then
You
run
know?
and then run away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's understandable.
But I mean, like, you know, like I said, I'm getting decent at it, but I would be the worst streamer to watch. Because all I do is stealth.
Well, hold on now. Now, if we go back to my TikTok idea,
Right?
I don't think you can wear bikinis. I think they've got like rules against that stuff, but like you can only be so sexy on Twitch and stuff.
What about
now.
a mankini, though?
I don't know how mankinis work, but it's bullshit if a man can wear a bikini on there and a woman can't.
I agree.
And I'm not just
Vice
saying
versa,
that.
though.
I'm not just saying that because I want to see women wearing bikinis on Twitch, because I don't watch anything on Twitch. So I am totally missed by their product.
Like, our podcast has a Twitch account that we've used like twice, maybe.
Does it?
Yeah, I set it up a long time ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
we were talking about playing GTA on it.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't remember this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, and I've thought about, like, oh, maybe I'll throw on the headset and stream, but it's like...
You know what you need?
I
You need
what?
one of those... They make shirts that basically... I don't know if you've seen them or not. Like, have you seen, like, the women wearing the bikinis now that look like guys' chests?
Mm-hmm.
So that it looks like hairy nipples and everything, because it's a,
yeah.
kind of a, free the nipple concept. You need one of those that looks like a voluptuous woman, but it's clearly a t-shirt, so that, you shouldn't be able to get in too much trouble, and wear that for your streaming stuff.
I like it.
That's your, uniform. Maybe
That's my uniform.
Yeah.
My uni.
Yeah. That way you're, looking sexy, but also, not offensive because you're covered up.
Right.
Because, bodies are horrible and shouldn't be looked at.
Exactly. Boo. Ugh. Don't Google big sexy titties.
Right. The sexy part's important because that gets you
Super
that's the technology right there. That's the key, the secret key,
Yes. But no, it's like when I play, I just kind of like a lot of people go right into there's like little towns and shit you can go into.
Okay.
They go right in there and they just start fighting each other. I'm always like way on the edge of the island. I'm just building up my stuff, and I kind of creep in and just take pot shots at people.
So you're a chicken, all right? I get it.
They basically do fight smart. You know?
I know, because I'm very much you're like, ooh, I hear gunfire and run toward it.
Well, that's kind of what I do, because when gunfire happens, it shows up like on your little compass, little red flashes, so you kind of know where it's coming from. So I just kind of creep that way and hide behind trees and shit, try to figure out what's going on.
You know me, I just run in the open. What I don't understand is the gunshots I'm running toward are the ones coming at me.
Right.
That's my flaw in first person shooters.
Yeah, I was thinking about it today. I was like, man, sad state of affairs. I've been playing a free game more than I've been playing the games I bought.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. It's understandable, though. Yeah, well, it's a testament to the kind of game it is, too. Like those free, like we talked, was it a week or two ago, about the, free games and the way that the structuring from mobile has transferred over to the consoles now, to where there's legit free games that aren't just really shittily made. Like I was playing one of the games on my phone last night, and and an ad came up, and it was for this game. I think it's called like Ultimate Golf or something like that, right?
Right.
And I'm looking at this, and it's a free to play game, and I'm like, it is amazing how good. Like they showed, like on the putting green, you could see like the individual blades of grass and stuff, and I'm like, it is amazing how good free games look now.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
remember it was like 2 polygons here, 3 polygons there once upon a time.
Yeah, when Xbox had their, what was it called, Xbox Arcade or whatever it was, when that first came out, most of the games on there look like they should have been on like the 8-bit Nintendo.
Yeah.
You
like, what is this, a fucking Atari game?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them were still really fun. But But it's still the idea that it was like, well, clearly you're like, well, they did it this way because it's way cheaper than developing, not everyone can have the Unreal Engine,
Right, yeah.
But it's crazy to me when I see some of these ads for some of these free games, and I'm like, God, it's like, how do they? It's amazing to me that you can just have this for a game that's brand new, that's not put out by, EA, Bethesda, or something like that. It's crazy. Also awesome because now you don't feel like you have to play these shitty looking games.
Very true, right? Yeah, very true. Oh, you know what? I gotta go back to Halloween real quick.
All right.
I got one more thing that I wanted to bring up, and we got all sidetracked and talking about the impending apocalypse.
Right. I did see a great tweet earlier today that said something like "Buckle up, the season finale of America is on" or something like that.
Yeah, accurate.
I was like, oh no.
So Logan and I were talking because obviously every Halloween you get a lot of the same. There's people dressed up like the dinosaurs, and people dressed up like Avengers and Halo. And
sure.
You get a lot of the same shit, which is fine.
Yeah.
So next year for trick or treating, Logan's going to be my sound guy.
Oh, dude.
Because we're talking, I'm like, because always got Halloween jams going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Logan, it'd be great is if we had a soundboard set up, because there was like 3 Master Chiefs coming towards us.
Oh, that would be great.
And I'm like, you could pull down the Halloween music and then like da 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 da, start playing Halo music.
Shit, like you're giving them like WWE entrances.
Yes, give them like basically entrance music.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, when you said a sound guy, I don't know why my head went here, even though this isn't what a sound guy does really. But I was picturing someone following you around with a boom mic.
Oh. I mean, that would be awesome.
I don't know why, like you're someone, but like you just dress as fill in the blank celebrity, on a TV show or something, and they just follow you around with a boom mic.
No, next year Logan's like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I will set this up. Yeah, I love this idea.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
we're gonna like get like probably 20 pretty standard themes.
Yeah. Well,
ready to go.
You can find out ahead of time too, like what the projected big stuff.
Are.
Yeah, so that can help too. But yeah,
I mean, because of how great it'd be, because everyone loves those inflatable dinosaur costumes.
Oh,
you come
for
walking
sure.
up all of a sudden, do 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 do.
I still need one of those.
Oh, I mean, I'm
I want to know
sick next year.
When do we take the next step in the inflatable dinosaur costumes though? T-Rexes are awesome, but like, how about let's do some raptors, brontosaurus, let's get some
I've seen raptors.
Okay, good. Like, let's get a whole bunch of different dinosaurs so somebody could, literally just have a bunch of kids and have Jurassic Park in their backyard.
I mean, I know it's, according to Dr. Alan Grant or whatever the dude's fucking name is, chickens are descendants of dinosaurs, and the kid came dressed as a giant chicken in an inflatable costume.
Was anyone?
Pretty dope.
I just hope no one was choking him.
Yeah, right.
Now that would have been good. Someone else dressed in like street clothes, and they're just choking him in their costume.
I mean, or the funny thing would be have like someone following about 10 feet behind him dressed as Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, like he's chasing him.
Yeah, or like their dad,
Oh shit! Yeah.
Anywho, but yeah, that's gonna be our epic Halloween for next year.
Oh my God! Somebody out there, please put your kid in a bucket and dress them like they're fried chicken and dress as Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
And by kid, I mean probably a baby.
Did you see?
Because everyone knows. No.
Did you see the costume of the kid that was dressed up like I don't even know where DJ Marshmallow's from.
Okay.
But it was you've probably seen the helmet though.
Yes.
It's like a marshmallow with a face on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was dressed up as that, and they had like Dad had the remote control, and it was a remote control stage, and it had music playing. It had like fog machines on, and the kid's up there like being a DJ.
Wow.
And then his fucking little brother was hanging off the back of the stage as a disco ball.
No,
great.
I did not see that.
It was just
awesome.
like a baby in a disco ball costume just hanging there.
No, that was one of the things I really enjoyed yesterday, actually, was because I didn't really on Saturday, but on Sunday I was scrolling through Instagram, just looking at everybody's costumes, you know, and their kids' costumes. I really enjoy that. It's the part I enjoy the most. Is like even when we're just giving candy out, is I like seeing some of the costumes, or even when the kids are in a completely store-bought costume, but they are full on selling the gimmick. You know,
for sure.
Those are my favorite. You know, like
I mean, I'll be honest. I just like, you know, I feel like Willy Wonka or some shit. I just like the happy children to come.
Yeah.
It makes me smile. Think about my youth.
I don't remember my youth. It was too long ago.
Like I yelled at two little girls that are both dressed up as Starbucks mermaids. I'm like, hey, did you bring coffee?
I mean, it seems fair to me.
Right.
Also, why are little girls dressed up as Starbucks gimmicks?
I don't know.
No, I feel like those are costumes that it's one of those where it always makes you wonder, because little kids are weird sometimes and they'll see something and think it's cool, you know. But also there's these parents out there that are like, I know it'll be great. We'll dress the kids like Starbucks mermaids, you know. And it's like,
I mean, that could go either way.
Yeah,
because they were old enough that their parents probably get them like frappuccinos and shit.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like little girls.
No,
okay,
they were, you know. I mean, they weren't too old to be trick or treating, but they weren't too young not to know what the fuck was going on.
All right, that's different. Because I hate when people put their really little kids in something that only adults would understand. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's one thing if it fits the gimmick perfectly. Like, you know, the idea of dressing your kid as a yard gnome, that's hilarious. That'll never not be funny to me.
Yeah,
fair
enough.
But there are some things, and you know, and I, you know, when they're babies, it's also another thing, because it's not like the kid's going to be like, no, please don't dress me as a pumpkin or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But when the kids can start picking out their own costumes, I hate when I see something that I feel like the parents were like, you should do this, it'll be hilarious, instead of just letting the kid have a time.
The classic, we're all going to dress as a theme. And the kids are like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to do that.
But I want to be a skeleton with a bloody sword. It's like, well, that doesn't fit our Incredibles theme.
Yeah. It would be funny, though. The rest of the family's dressed as the Incredibles, but, you know, one of the kids is the skeleton with the bloody sword.
The skeleton with a bloody sword.
See, I actually think that would be funnier, you know, because I feel like you can kind of make a story for that.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like, we tried, but...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I always like the idea of theme costumes.
Yeah, sometimes they're good.
You know, but it's like at the same time, if the kid doesn't want to do it, it's really more for them.
Yeah. I like when people let the kids pick the theme. Even if it's crazy or embarrassing, I think it's so much better. I remember last year seeing a guy that he let his daughter pick the theme, and she picked, what was it? It was some, I don't remember what it was. It was some, like, you know, princess kind of cartoon. And, you know, so he dressed like a princess because everybody else, you know, his two daughters and his wife were dressing as princesses. And so he did too. And I was like, see, that's how you do it.
That's how you properly man up.
That's how you parent. Yep. Damn right. Not man, you know, like we talked last week about my sparkly Band-Aid, and I forgot what Band-Aid you had.
My rainbow unicorns.
Rainbow unicorns, yeah. It's like,
absolutely.
That's fine. We're all right with it.
No fucks given.
That's right. Yeah. So really quick, since we're still on Halloween, what was the best costume you saw? Was there any that were like, dude, that's a great costume?
Oh, man. Well, that giant chicken was pretty awesome.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, there was a kid dressed as a Jawa with the glowing eyes and everything.
Yes.
That was pretty dope.
Yes. So I love that, too. It's like, if you're going to be a Star Wars character, you know, don't be the Mandalorian. Or the child. Like, you know, because... I figured that was going to be all the thing this year, was everybody was going to be that, and if they had a little kid, they were the child, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that would make the most sense.
Listen,
which, by the way, Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, fucking great.
I havenn started it yet. I will
God
soon.
damn it, Brian, so good.
I will before we record next time.
All right.
I still have to finish last season.
Damn it, Brian, so good.
I haven't been watching TV, really.
That was probably the best. You know, chicken was great.
Yeah.
The most disappointing, I think, was a whole, like, I'm assuming they're all friends.
Yeah.
All these preteen girls dressed as M&Ms and are just wearing M&M t-shirts.
Yeah, I don't like the T-shirt as a costume thing unless it's specifically what, like, if you're going as, Napoleon Dynamite or something, you have to have a Vote for Pedro T-shirt,
Yes.
But otherwise, I'm like, but with that, you generally have a wig and glasses and whatever, the boots and all this stuff. So, yeah, I'm not a fan. Sorry, 10 to 15-year-old kids, Take it a little further, at least. They make sack costumes, like where it's a big M&M costume.
If they all were like the big round M&Ms, they would have got my respect.
Right. I mean, unless, I do understand it if there's, financial restrictions. But you can make your own, too.
You know,
get a trash bag and some white tape and be like, yo, I'm a black M&M.
Exactly.
I don't know. If you're white, probably don't do that because that might be in the blackface territory. I don't think that's a good move.
That's how we take our chances.
Yeah. I think they did make some. One year, I think they made some that were. I think they did like black and orange or something like that. M&Ms.
Yeah.
But
the Halloween themed ones.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe they were just dark brown ones. I don't remember. But
the one thing I also liked about the candy shoot situation is, well, one, you can actually hand out the candy, but
and
two, I've seen
when you had to piss, you could just go.
Well, that too.
No.
I've seen enough shit on Reddit the past couple days of like ranging from children to actual full adults walking up and just stealing the whole bowl of candy and leaving.
Yeah.
From their doorbell cam.
Yeah.
That's just despicable.
Agreed.
There's one kid, he dumps the whole thing in his bag and flips the camera off. I would love to see some parent come flying out of the house, just roundhouse his little ass.
That would have been great. Yeah.
But yeah, the other one was, like actual just adults just walked up and grabbed, like they even leave the bowl, grabbed the bowl, just walked off.
Wow. Can you, like, how are you going to steal somebody's, I mean, I know sometimes people buy those, like, throwaway bowls for out there and stuff, but still, come on.
Yeah, it's just like, man, I mean, I know it's supposed to be social distance candying and all that, but it's like, that just takes the fun out of it.
Yeah. No, I'd much rather do it the way you did, It's one thing, like, if you can't help it. Like, I remember Tate, who, for those who aren't aware, used to be a third mic on this show. She used to put a bowl of candy out because she would take her kid trick-or-treating, so that way she could kind of do both. And that was when they lived in Arkansas, and it was funny because she sent me a picture before and after one day, and there was still candy in the bowl, and I'm like, I am amazed that somebody didn't just dump all that, because that was before the, like, Ring doorbells and all that kind of stuff,
Like, especially, like, end of the night.
Oh, yeah, right? Just...
Like, there's not many trick-or-treaters on the street.
Yeah.
Doink.
Right, or you just go, there's only 5 left in here, and just grab them all or something, But no, there was still... Yeah. There were still some left in the bowl. I was amazed, and she's like, it's because people have manners here.
I mean, fair enough.
I was like,
of goddamn animals up
here. I know. Everywhere else, too. It's amazing. I never would have, because I would have always assumed somebody was watching the bowl.
I never would have, just because that just wasn't me. I want to make sure,
That, too. I mean, but let's not kid ourselves. There were times where I'm sure we took 2 instead of 1.
I'm sure.
But that's not taking 50.
Yeah, it's not taking, it's not making it so no one else can get anything.
Right. You just walk up to the first house, they have a bowl sitting out there, you just dump it in your bag, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to head home now.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I got all the fill in the blank favorite.
Swap it out for a new bag.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right. Yeah. No, you just carry the bowl around with you and start using that to trick or treat.
Yeah, right.
Like, isn't that the Johnson's bowl? No, it says the Johnson's right on it. That's my cousin.
Yeah, John's son.
John's son. Yeah, my dad's name's John. That's mine. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of Halloween.
All right.
I mean, honestly, it's been a pretty... leading until vacation, a pretty uneventful week for myself.
Yeah.
Uneventful. Did I say that?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, although on, what was it, Friday? Yeah, because I got out of work early Friday. Met some of my coworkers, had a couple beers.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Nice.
Brought me back it brought me back to the old days when we used to go out all the time because, like one dude was drinking nothing but Pepsi. So when he went to go to the bathroom. I got him a kid's cup Pepsi.
Naturally.
You know, another guy went outside to take a phone call. His beer got dumped into a to-go box with a straw sticking out of it.
That's pretty funny.
Just shit like that.
I like
you know,
that,
just
yeah.
like, I was like, man, I kind of miss doing stuff like this.
Yeah, right. The shenanigans for sure.
Yeah, the old shenanigans.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time
That's
to
awesome.
hang out with some of my coworkers there.
Nice.
You know,
I
we
like
tried
that.
convincing because one guy was, you know, I guess I won't throw out who he is, but he's got a position
Yeah.
in the company, and we're like, hey man, it's all on you, right? It's like a team building exercise, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, no.
I don't know. That sounds like a good plan. What you guys need to do is if you do it again, if he gets up to go to the bathroom, all of you just go somewhere else, basically.
Our cars.
Well, yeah, it's just so he thinks you stuck him with the bill.
Yes, Brian, I will go to my driveway.
Yeah, I'll go home. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like if you can talk to the server about it a little bit so they know nobody's skipping out on the bill kind of a thing, you know, but just like, hey, we're going to play a big joke on this guy. Can you bring a check out with like the whole thing, basically?
What was funny is
Like,
two of the guys,
all your friends left. Are you covering this?
yeah, they said it was on you?
Yeah.
Something about a company card?
Yeah.
Well, what was great is two of the guys that give me shit all the time about the beers I drink.
Yeah.
When I showed up, they're like, hey, just to let you know, we're going to pick out your first weird beer. I'm like, that's fine. Just, you know, please don't make it a domestic because that's not weird.
Right.
So they're like, so we get the draft list and they're like, oh, well, how about this? I'm like, yeah, no, I had that before. How about this? Nah, I had that one before.
Although, in fairness, you could just be that way and say that about any beer that they pick.
I had Untapped and I was searching them. I'm like, nope.
Oh,
checked it
okay.
in already.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be funnier if you didn't pull up Untapped. If you were just off the top of your head, be like, nah, I had that one last time. You know, whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty funny to watch them try to figure out what I hadn't had. And then they picked me out something. I don't remember what it was. It was like a Christmas ale from some brewery. And it was actually quite delicious. I think they got it because I had a game, and it's like,
by the way,
boys don't understand.
I'll try it. Pretty much anything.
The man here likes beer.
Have you told them that some of the beers you've had, like, you know, the hot dog beer, the asparagus beer?
Yeah, I've told them I've had some weird shit, but I haven't got like I told them about the Pig's Head Porter.
Yeah. Like, it's going to be hard to weird you out with a beer. You've had, like, habanero, and, yeah, we've had some fiery beers, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times, though.
Yeah, you know, what are you gonna do?
That's way more exciting than, you know, like, my big thing is I got my new glasses. That's, like, my new, my big thing, you know.
But, I mean, that is a good thing. Right?
It is, really, because they fit really well, and they're a little wider. So it's kind of weird because I can't see the frame as much as I could the last few pairs I've had. Mm-hmm. So there's times where I don't necessarily realize I have my glasses on because I don't.
It's kind of nice, actually.
It is, actually, yeah. So,
like, I kind of want to get some like giant, like New York fashionista glasses now.
Yeah, I was gonna. I can't find them. Years ago, T got me one of those comically large pairs of glasses, like I talked about last week, you know?
I remember those, yes.
And I was gonna post, like, you know, because I'd been talking about how I was getting new glasses to people, and I was gonna post on, you know, like Instagram, be like, finally got my new glasses, you know, or glasses that fit my big head or something, and I couldn't find them. And
that would have been hilarious.
And I know I probably could have gone to fill in the blank party store and bought a pair, but I just didn't bother. Whatever.
I mean, sometimes, Brian, you got to take the hit for the joke.
I know. I should have.
Just saying.
I was just lazy. I mean.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I really didn't do a whole lot this week. I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, man, this was a pretty boring week for me. Other than, you know, going to, going up to pick up my glasses. Actually, I had a weird situation.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know if you've heard, there's a pandemic, and, yeah.
When the fuck did this happen?
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's been around for a couple days. So
I thought we had a birdemic going. I didn't realize it was a pandemic.
That'd be awesome. No. So I go up to where my doctor is, where I get my testosterone shots, they're in a hospital. And I
Right.
go to this hospital, and at the doorway, they're doing the temperature screening, which, okay, no big deal.
Right. Yeah.
So
Naturally.
I wait in line, plenty of, put a bunch of distance between me and the dude in front of me. And after he goes through, I step up, and the woman goes, "Who are you seeing here?" And I tell her the doctor's name.
What's your name, lady? Because I'm here to see you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I take her hand and kiss it.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Would you like me to join me in the cafeteria for a fruit salad?
I mean, I don't want to be a dick, but she'd love to join me in the cafeteria. Maybe not for a fruit salad, though.
Boy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
Yeah, kind of. But, anyway, so I tell her the doctor's name, and she goes, "Oh, okay, well, they'll screen you up there." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "Yeah, they'll screen you at the office." And I'm like, "You're going to let me come into the hospital, go over to the elevators, go in the elevator, potentially with other people, up to the third floor, walk halfway down the third floor and into this office before I get screened?"
Yeah, that seems bizarre.
I'm like, I looked at her and I'm like, "There's a pandemic." And she goes, "Well, I'm aware of that," because she's a nurse. And I'm like, "Are you?" Because I don't feel like you're taking this seriously. And the thing is, they have off to the side, they have these things. It looks like basically a cell phone on a tower, and you lean over it and it scans your forehead.
Oh, how fun.
I don't know exactly how this witchcraft works, but it does. And, and that's it. That's the screening. And I'm like, why wouldn't you make me go even if I do get screened again upstairs?
Yeah, why not be double screened?
Well, in the time before when I went, I had to go over to that thing, and it was the same woman. I went over, got my temperature taken. She wrote it on a little sticker, and I put it on my chest. And that's basically your, like, hey, I'm okay to walk through the hospital. And this time, and I'm like, and she goes, "Well, I can screen you if you want me to." And I'm like, "Yeah, I feel like you should, if not for me, for everybody else in this place that I might come into contact with." And dude, sure as shit, I get screened. I go over to the elevator. The elevator, when the doors opened up, there were 4 people in there that came out, and there were 3 others waiting to go in. Now, I waited for the other elevator, so I'd be by myself.
Right.
Because
you could have went in there and Captain America fought everybody.
I could have. I thought about it. No. I didn't have my shield with me, though.
Oh, fair enough.
Once in a while I'll leave it at home. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
The one time.
I have a theory about this, Brian.
All right.
The second you walked up to her was the exact second her lunch break started. And she's like, "Fuck this. I got a club sandwich with my name on it." Maybe.
I was just blown away because this wasn't just this wasn't some random store or something, It's a fucking hospital.
It's like you walked into like Dollar Tree.
Yeah, right? And I'm like...
And the employees got their mask on their chin like, "Hey, how's it going, sugar?"
Basically, yeah. I was just... I was dumbfounded. And so I get upstairs to my doctor's office, and I'm telling them about it because I'm like, "Hey, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the woman that's at the door down there might not be actually screening people. She screened the dude in front of me who was a plumber who was there to do some work." You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's a movie plot.
Yeah.
I get it. That's why she was trying to get out of there because, she had a casting call.
Probably. But then I'm
I got something for you to plunge.
Oh, God. See, the worst part is I have the mental image. You don't. So, well, it's bad for me. Not so bad for you, I guess. But
it's true, right?
Anyway, so I'm telling them, and the nurse practitioner up there was like, "What?" He's like, "We don't screen up here." And I'm like, oh my. So had I not put up the shit fit that I did. Now, I had gone to my doctor earlier in the day and had already had the temperature thing.
Right.
But it was like, so had I not put up the shit fit at the door, she wouldn't have screened me. I would have got up there, and if I had never said a word, they wouldn't have screened me. There were 4 people in the waiting room. I walked by somebody in the hallway at the doctor's office. I dealt with a nurse and the nurse practitioner up there. You know what I mean? It's like I would have exposed all of those people potentially.
Right.
I mean, now granted, there were masks involved in distancing, but you know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's that simple. That's how easily that could have happened. And I could have spread it to probably 10 people or potentially, exposed 10 people to it.
I mean, maybe she was like a Walmart greeter and her Uber dropped her off at the wrong building.
Maybe. No, like I said, she was there last time and did her job. I don't know why this time she didn't. But anyway, when I told the nurse practitioner, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go make a phone call.
Like, wait, was she a big girl? Yeah. That's fucking crazy Brenda. Let me get her out of there.
She don't even work here. Yeah.
She don't even work here. She hangs out in the alley behind the hospital.
She got out the psych ward again, damn it. No, it was, but like I said, it's like that was one of those moments where you stand there and you're just like, holy shit, this is how easy, even when most people are trying to do what they're supposed to do.
They're trying to do the right thing.
Just
There's
how
always some moron.
Just how easy that could have been. And the worst part was she is literally the gatekeeper.
Yes.
You know?
She's like the guards in Monty Python's Holy Grail and Lancelot charges the castle.
Yeah.
You know, the one guy gets stabbed and he runs in, the other guy's just like, hey.
Yeah. She was, hey. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what, it was yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that is special right there, my guy.
Yep. Made me feel good. I will say this, I went to therapy this week for the first time in months. I forgot about that. And boy, I'll tell you that did I need that.
Oh yeah? All good?
Yeah, and I went into the office, which felt very weird. No, we were as far apart as we could be within her office and stuff. We both had masks on, all this shit. But I did it via the phone last time. And I've said before, I don't know if I've said it on here, but on Crazy Life, like when I come out of therapy, I feel lighter.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like you got some weight off of you. And I didn't feel that way when I did it over the phone. It's just, there's something about, you know how like if you work from home versus going to work, it doesn't feel as official, even if you get the same work done.
Like I think the best analogy I can think of, Brian, is it's like when you and I actually sit in a room and record a podcast.
Yes.
The energy is totally different.
Yeah. And man, I tell you, I was in there for a little while and I was telling her how I didn't feel lighter, and then when I, right before I left, I was like, you know what? I was like, I can feel like the difference this time. And she's like, yeah,
float down here.
Yeah. She was like, she's not really a fan of doing the therapy over the phone either, but pandemic, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Birdemic.
Yeah. Birdemic. Yeah. So yeah, when I walked outside though, took a couple nice deep breaths. It was a cool day, and I was like, yeah, I feel so much better. Like it felt so good. Over the last couple of weeks, I finally getting my self-care stuff back into place.
Nice.
So,
good job.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, especially, when you're used to doing these things. Again, it's anything you get in life right now that gives you that sense of normalcy again seems to have a high value.
Yeah, for sure, right?
So yeah, I recommend it if you haven't been to therapy in a while. For anybody listening,
do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
It's a good time. We all got something to talk about right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yikes. Well, especially when you can't go out and really have pints with your friends and do the dump that you normally would have done or something, like.
Well, you can. You just got to do it different.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Speaking of, we should be doing that this week.
We probably should. I was actually supposed to, my dude Steve got a hold of me, and then I talked to him yesterday, and he's like, yeah, my wife works at a school, and someone tested positive.
Oh, yeah, no bueno there.
Yep. So I was like, oh, all right, well, so have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, have fun. Yeah. Jeez.
But yeah, I agree, Brian. We should figure something out this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mash.
Mash. It might be the move is maybe I'll just come grab you and bring you over here, and we can do our little special episode we've been trying to redo for like 3 months or something.
That's a good call right there. Or depending on how we're feeling, maybe we can do the 2 special episodes we've talked about doing.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
We can hammer that out some other time.
Yes. That's enough planning on our while recording.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like, so it's been pretty, besides a couple things I already talked about, it's been kind of like a meh week for me. I took some chances yesterday. I don't know if you remember the last time I ate Rudy's hot dogs, Brian.
My favorite part is that you're like, I took some chances yesterday, and now you're talking about eating chili dogs. So,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of them things where, like the day got late and we didn't have anything planned for dinner, and Leah was like, well, how about we do hot dogs? And I was like, oh, we can do that. And I'm thinking, like, you know what? We're at stupid Myers right now. We're almost done shopping. Mm-hmm. Just on the way home, we'll just swing by Ideal Hot Dog and pick some up and then go home. Eat.
They were probably closed, I take it.
They were figging closed.
Yeah, because they close. Oh, they're not open on Sundays. Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Yeah.
The Lord's Day. I should have known.
Lord's
I didn't
Day.
know they had the Chick-fil-A schedule.
Yeah, the Lord doesn't. The Lord frowns on having chili mac and hot dogs on His day.
Apparently.
You know why?
Well,
He doesn't want you to miss church because you're shitting yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're, you got the devil leaking out of you. But I was like, you know what? Rudy's is right here.
Yeah.
It's not that far from the house. We can just grab it and go home. But the last time I had Rudy's, man, it was a bad scene. It was a bad day.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was tasty, and I'm so far so good.
Oh, well,
it's been a full day.
Good. Well, that's good then, because the last thing you want is to have that going on, especially you don't want to take any chances of that running over into election day.
Oh God, no! Exactly. No one wants like a fucking underpants Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great band name.
It really is. A little insensitive, but
yeah, you're
whatever.
Right. All right. Well, we'll come up with.
This is exactly the most sensitive show.
We'll
be all right.
We'll change that part of it to something else. But yeah.
Oh, Nagasaki, right?
No.
No.
No. That's
my bad.
That's no good either. Yeah.
Okay. Oklahoma City.
Damn it, man! No.
But yeah, I was, for taking chances, it worked out well.
Yeah. We've gotten to where we don't generally go get hot dogs much anymore. Like I'll buy some decent hot dogs, and then like Paco's has their hot dog sauce in a can, so you can just heat it up at home.
Right.
So that's our move most of the time. Chop up some onions, mustard, and a little cheese on top of that sumbitch.
Yeah, usually I'll do that, but by the time that rolled around yesterday, I was just like, I don't feel like fucking cooking.
No, I understand. Even though hot dogs take like 2 minutes, but yeah, right.
I know, but I still didn't feel
well,
like doing
I guess it depends on how you cook them. Like if you're like, I don't want to fire the grill up, it's like if you have a griddle pan or something.
I wanted to literally just deep throat some sausages.
As you do.
And then just sit on the couch and chill.
And hopefully not leak. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I understand.
Yeah, say a prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a ward against evil out of my ass.
Oh my God, that would be funny.
Yeah.
That's a nice tattoo.
Be like, happened too. That was neat, huh?
Oh yeah. See, the fall back I didn't notice. Because I'm up so late, so it's just time is what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fair. So everyone else is thinking how they get that extra hour of sleep, and I feel like it doesn't affect me that way.
It's still. I'm glad. Another reason I'm glad I'm off. It always takes me so long to know which way we do the time.
Right, which is bullshit. Anyways, it should go away.
It is bullshit.
Well, especially this one. Yeah.
But still.
Well, what sucks about this one is it like where we live, it'll be dark by like 4:00.
Yeah, it's reaching a point of the year where all of my daylight hours, I'm gonna be at work.
Yeah, and
so I'm gonna walk into work when it's dark, and when I'm leaving, it's gonna be fucking dark.
Now, I don't think like an hour wouldn't make a difference in that for you, would it?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, I know it does
But
for
it still
some people.
sucks.
No, I know. I'm just saying for some people it does. And that's why I was like, I think they need to get rid of it because so many people are affected by SAD or, seasonal, I forgot what it stands for, but seasonal depression.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you're taking you're making it to where, it feels like it's darker more. That's not good.
Winter is coming.
Yeah. I mean, but we've seen the end of Game of Thrones. Spoilers. It's not that big a threat.
It's fucking trash is what it is. No, yeah. Like I said,
I feel like you have an Arya on your team, so we're good.
Accurate.
Yeah. I feel like
point.
Leah would put one between his ribs if need be.
Yeah, for sure she would.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that happened. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, Jesus.
Oh my God, Stuart.
Throwing my phone all over.
What the Yeah, I don't know what was going on today.
And hit my I'm making all the damn noise. I don't know if
You'd be
anyone could
all right.
hear it or not, but I did.
But yeah, I did a little grocery shopping today and just had to do just some general running. And every store I went to, it was a goddamn problem. All the traffic was a problem.
And it makes,
I don't know. Is there something in the air? Is it just because? Is that just what happens during the weekdays now?
That's what pumpkin spice does to people, man.
It was like no joke. People probably thought I was an asshole, but I kept getting me on cars doing like 25 miles an hour, and I'd sit there for like 30 seconds, and I'm just like, whoa, around the car, And it was like that in every store. It's like everywhere I needed to go to grab something, people are just standing there being just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? I should have just had cans of creamed corn to rack against the back of their heads.
That'd be awesome too.
It's very annoying.
Because if you hit them, if their head doesn't open and leak out, like maybe the can of corn will, and it'll still get that cool spill pattern.
That cool effect.
Yeah.
Like no joke. Every store I went to, no matter what I needed, someone was in my goddamn way.
Yeah, I run into that a lot too. To where you're standing
down
there.
to the point where we're making ramen this week. Like I'm making legit ramen.
Oh, okay.
But I needed ramen noodles. We were at Meyer yesterday. They were sold out completely.
Yeah, a lot of stores still don't have any. I have a case of them that I bought when the whole pandemic started.
There you go.
I was in Kroger and they had one thing of them, and I snatched it immediately.
Well, I'm like, I left the little veggie store, and I was like, oh, right there's a dollar store. I bet you they'll have ramen.
Yeah.
So I went into it, got the ramen. I was like, oh, shit, I need a spatula because the last one I had to throw away. There's literally one other customer in the store. Guess what she's oogling?
Your ass?
With her shopping cart and shitty loud child.
Yep. And the worst part is with the pandemic, in the past, I would have just been like, excuse me, kind of cut my way in. Now I'm like, I'm going to hang back because COVID.
Yeah, it was like, the day before we were at Aldi, I'm like, oh, I need to get some cream cheese because I got some bagels for Leah.
Right.
And there was, you remember in Clerks, Brian, that one guy that went through all the milk containers looking at the dates?
Which is a legit thing. Yes. People
this
actually
was
do
basically
that.
what was happening, but this lady was looking at tubs of butter.
Wait, she's looking at tubs of butter for expiration dates?
I don't know what she was looking for. All I know is she had ill-fitting sweatpants and she was digging through all the butters.
That's okay. That's very weird. Because butter holds for a decent amount of time. Usually
I wanted a Spartan kicker right into the glass. I was getting so.
You can't do that at Aldi because they don't really have an employee to clean that up.
You're right.
So you got to wait till you're in the parking lot. Right as she's about to get her quarter back, Spartan kicker take her quarter.
Just coming off like a Goldberg spear.
Yeah, like I said, make sure you get that quarter because that's what's really going to hurt.
Yeah.
Not the spear.
Exactly.
The quarter, she's going to just, for years, she'll, that'll be the one that got away.
The one that got away. And then I'll take her stupid butter she searched for.
Right. It is weird, though.
I'll just lay her out like fucking Terry Tate.
There is a like I said, like a legit condition where people do that stuff though with eggs and butter, or not butter. I've never heard of butter, but milk, that kind of thing.
She was sifting through the butter, and it's just like, woman. And like I said, if it wasn't COVID, I just would have been like, hey, excuse me. I would have reached over.
Yeah.
But COVID, I'm like, geez, I got to let this crazy lady do whatever she's doing.
So here's a story no one will find interesting.
Fucking sweet.
So I'm up at the fruit and vegetable store the other day, right?
No one will find interesting.
And they have the hobo dinner combo thing where you get like a head of cabbage, carrots, celery,
hell yeah,
potatoes, onions
cabbage,
for like $5.
Hobo stack,
right?
Syphilis,
yeah, for like $5, right?
Yeah, right.
And the cabbage is, I'm not shitting people, like bowling ball size almost. It is fucking huge. So
it looks like it should be lopped off of the Horseman from Sleepy Hollow or whatever.
Now I hate cabbage as far as like cooked or any of that kind of thing. Like I'm okay with it like for like a drier coleslaw or for like in a salad or something, or like in stir fry. I'll eat it. That's like the only cooked way I can eat it. But I can't make it that way. It has to have been made like at a restaurant and then served to me, because if I smell it cooking, it makes me literally almost vomit.
Right.
So, but I know my mom loves it, so I'm like, well, I'm already going to be buying carrots, celery, onions. Might as well just go ahead and get the whole gimmick.
Might as well get this goddamn cabbage.
So I get the cabbage, and I expect potatoes to be on this list, but potatoes were not on the list. Parsnips were.
Oh, well, I mean, those are pretty legit.
Right. And I'm like, what a weird thing. Although they do work very well as a like potato replacement. Like, they're to the fork and everything, they're very similar. They're not quite as soft when you cook them, but because I'm thinking, we had a roast we were going to be making, so I'm like, oh, these will be delicious with the roast,
Mm-hmm.
So
roasted root vegetables.
I cannot find these things in the store. Like I'm walking all around, I cannot find them. So finally, I ask a guy, I'm like, hey,
Hey, bitch, where the fuck are your parsnips at?
And I'm like, are you out of them? Because I'm expecting them to be over on the side of the store where the root vegetables are.
Right.
Not so much. They were in the middle of the store, like by the green peppers. Right where they belong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I know all it was that's where they had an opening, so they just put them there. But I wasn't the only one. There was another guy walking around, and I saw in his cart, I saw all the other stuff, and I'm like, you looking for the parsnips? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, they're right over there. I point to him, and he goes, thank you. He's like, I'm looking around, I can't find this dude's like 6'6", so he's got advantage of like the whole store without walking it,
Right.
But I was like, it was just like, why wouldn't you put them somewhere near the other stuff that goes with this, or put them somewhere not near the green peppers where they absolutely don't go with?
Whoa, that makes too much sense, my friend. What makes the most sense is you see all these root vegetables over there? Yeah. Well, we got these white root vegetables. They're kind of like pale carrots. Oh, you want to put them by carrots? No.
Yeah.
Put them in the middle of all the apples.
Yeah, put them by the green peppers. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
What? I mean, I guess.
See, they're pale, and they'll really make the color of the green peppers pop.
Naturally, right?
Ugh. I will say, though, we made the roast and had those with it, and they were delicious. But
I do enjoy it. I mean, I know we're getting into a weird conversation here.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a parsnip.
Yeah, it actually reminded me, I hadn't bought parsnips since years ago. I made a soup that I want to say was like parsnips. I think it was like parsnips, potato, and leek or something like that. And it was really good. Right. And I just haven't bought them since. And I was like, I think I'm going to have to start grabbing these once in a while, like when we're going to have stuff like that, So.
Yeah, parsnips are tasty.
Yeah. Anyway, it's one of those too that I saw some people, like I heard a woman go, get potatoes instead, and the guy goes, no, you have to get the parsnips.
Punches her in the face.
Yeah, and I looked at her and I was like, I told her, I said, pretty much anything you use potatoes for, you can use parsnips. You can mash them, you can puree them, you can, so
put them in a stew.
Put them in a stew. That's what I did with a fork. Put them right in my face.
Hey, what you don't know is she boils those potatoes and then she rams them up her ass.
Well, you can do that with a parsnip.
I mean, a parsnip's shaped more for it,
right?
Yeah.
Dude, there's one last thing about the vegetable store, and then I'll shut the hell up about it. I got sweet potatoes that I'm gonna take pictures and put on my Instagram. The last time I put a sweet potato picture on my Instagram, it should have gotten flagged and taken down. It was very lewd. I don't know if you remember it. It was a very long and veiny sweet potato.
Yeah, for sure.
These ones are bigger than my fist and probably almost twice the size. They're fucking huge. And there's an older woman, this frail old lady, and she's like, do you guys have any smaller sweet potatoes? She's like, I live by myself. And the guy's like, what do you want me to do? You know, but he looked through some and found some that were a little smaller for her because, like, seriously, these things were probably half her weight, you know, like they're obnoxious. So, you know, it was kind of funny. Anyway, so, yeah. So there was that.
That sweet potato's gonna last me to July.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, you can't really freeze sweet potatoes the way you freeze. Yeah, they're not as good because then they're mushy and yeah.
She's a crazy old lady. They save everything.
That's true. Well, like that cabbage, dude. My mom just chopped off a giant piece of it and then gave some to our neighbor because she's like, "We're never going to eat all this cabbage." And I'm like, "No, a village barely could eat that whole cabbage."
Yeah, exactly. It's like you downed an elephant.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Or, you know, like, oh, we got a whale the whole village eats tonight. So
Utini.
Yes. All right. So let's do some stories here.
Okay.
So speaking of animals and food.
Ooh, animals on the plate?
No, there's a whole different kind of thing. Okay, maybe not, because I don't know if the page is gonna load. Yay.
Excellent. Let's talk about animals on the plate, though. I'm gonna make a pot roast tomorrow.
Dude, that's what we had yesterday. Yeah,
gonna fuck that cow up.
So we had pot roast yesterday, and then my mom turned it into vegetable soup today. She used that stock from the pot roast. So it's not vegetarian, of course.
Yeah,
but,
fuck you, vegetarian soup.
Or whatever. But it's...
I hope you like soup that tastes like nothing. That's what vegetarian soup is.
Yeah. But the problem is that, you know, she put cabbage in it, so I won't be having any of it. So, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, just eat her on the cabbage.
Doesn't work that way, my friend. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, fine.
All right, so this headline.
Yes.
Costco pulling products allegedly made with forced monkey labor.
Forced monkey labor?
Did you know forced monkey labor was a thing aside from like animal testing?
No.
Or from, I guess, the people who train monkeys to steal from tourists.
I do know what our professional video game team should be called now, though.
Forced monkey labor, yeah.
Yes.
Also our brewery, Forced Monkey Labor Brewing.
Yes, exactly.
Now, this is one of those rare times where I actually kind of I'm on board a bit with PETA.
Shut your mouth.
No, listen. I'm just talking
PETA?
about Shaft. Yeah.
Brian, it's PETA.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
So, apparently, in these, wherever this is at, I didn't see the story here, or the where this is happening.
Probably somewhere exotic like Alabama.
Yeah, probably. They chain up monkeys, and they have them pick. They pick coconuts. Oh, here we go. Stein pointed to the Tourism Authority of Thailand's active promotion of the Monkey Center, which is a great name, but
it is.
Where tourists can watch the primates learn how to collect coconuts for 300 baht, or about $10. Kids can watch the show for about half that. So they teach the monkeys, or get the monkeys to pick these coconuts for coconut milk and different stuff. And basically, so it's completely free, but basically they just keep these monkeys chained up all the time to do this. And the monkeys can pick.
I'm not cool with them being chained up, but if you want to train monkeys to scamper up them trees and bring a coconut to give them food or something, that's cool.
That was my thing. I was kind of like that because I'm like, you know, if there's a situation where the monkeys do this naturally, like this is just what they do, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with it. But when you're chaining them up and probably mistreating them, yeah, I've got a real issue with that. And you know, I mean, they're chaining these things up and making money off of them being chained up and making money off of selling those coconuts, you know.
If it's like, hey, monkey, you scamper up that tree, you bring me those 2 coconuts, I got a 5-piece nug with your name on it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And monkey's like, that's a good deal.
Yeah. And apparently, you know, there's still some holdouts about some grocery chains and stuff still are using companies that use forced monkey labor, and that's all in the article if you want to read it. I didn't necessarily want to get into that fully. I was more like, I didn't know this was even a thing. Like,
I can't wait to buy a coconut product that has a label that says does not use forced monkey labor.
Yeah, that would be awesome, right?
That would be awesome.
They do list in the bottom of the chain here. Where is it? Apparently, there's a link in this that says PETA's issued a list of brands that don't use monkey labor in the production of their coconut products. They include Daya, Dream Coconut Milk, and IAM, AYAM. So, yeah, if you're gonna, you know, buy coconut stuffs, maybe look into like coconut milks. Maybe look into whether or not they're using monkey labor, because that's pretty shitty. You know, let's be honest. That's really shitty of them. So,
so I should probably
free-range
throw
monkeys.
away my cans of coconut cream from Bloody Monkey Paw.
Yeah, probably
Coconut Cream Company.
Probably a bad place to buy from. Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't buy coconut milks, so you know, I just buy things from child labor places, not monkey labor.
Right?
Yeah.
I got to get rid of all my shredded sweetened coconut from primateswithblackeyes.com.
Yes, especially from there. Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Seriously, man. I'm surprised the words free-range monkeys didn't appear in this anywhere.
I'm surprised too.
Because that seems like that'll be the next thing, right? Like, you know, just like with chicken, or eggs, you know, to where it's like now, like every egg thing pretty much in the store, it's like, oh, these are cage-free and free-range, and it's like, yeah, cage-free doesn't necessarily mean, you know, there's a lot of verbiage that's used that doesn't mean what you think it means.
Yeah, free range means that chicken has like a 3-foot tassel hooked to its foot, basically.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of that kind of stuff out there. So, you know, I feel like you kind of have to go into it one way or the other, which is being totally naive, or, you know, or being very well versed.
I just do what I can do.
Yeah. So,
like I won't buy coconut flour from shockcollarspidermonkeys.org anymore.
It's the best, but yeah, it's probably
it is the best coconut flour you could buy.
Yeah,
you can really taste the fear.
Oh man, fuck. Oh jeez, terrible. But yeah, like I said, I didn't even know they did this with monkeys, but I'm not surprised, because I remember hearing years ago there was something about. I remember hearing something about someplace doing something kind of similar with like bananas and monkeys, to where monkeys could pull more bananas than humans could. So they would use, monkeys, and it's like, well, it makes sense from the business standpoint, right? You don't have to pay any human labor. You just, here's some monkeys, let them breed each other. They keep, you have a supply chain forever,
I'm just picturing like Looney Tunes, all these monkeys walking in and clocking in.
Yeah. They don't clock in because they don't get paid.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Stupid monkeys. You should have a union.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the real problem here. We need to unionize monkey labor.
Yeah, we're a part of local 85 monkey union.
Oh my God, I want to start a monkey union now. Oh man.
I mean, I would say the local 85 banana pullers, but that might be a whole different area.
That'd be a great T-shirt, though.
Yeah, it would be.
Just people looking at you like, what the fuck?
I don't even understand.
It's got a monkey and there's a banana, but I feel like it's lewd.
Yeah, the way that monkey's holding that banana is very suggestive.
Just because it's cradling the balls.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Those coconuts, those aren't balls.
Right. Oh, man. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, no, we represent the monkeys that pull coconuts and bananas.
And
like,
bananas, yeah.
I don't understand what the problem is here.
Like, but what is all over the monkey's chest? It's coconut cream.
Yeah. Yeah, from pulling those coconuts, they crack open. Sometimes they get milks on them. I mean, it happens.
Crazy, I know, right?
I need to design this T-shirt and then just donate all the proceeds to, unionizing monkeys.
Unionizing monkeys?
Yeah, man.
Dude, if there's a organized monkey strike.
I want to be. I want to see the news where they have to send someone out, because there's always a news reporter that goes out to the site of the strikes,
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we're here at the scene of the local 85 banana pullers union, that's on strike. Trying to organize them.
All the monkeys are out there with pickets, and they got a big inflatable rat, and there's actual rats going in to do the work.
Right. I didn't even know rats could pull coconuts. That's insane.
It's crazy.
You'd be trained to do anything. You want another? Another stupid animal story?
Yeah, lay it on me.
I got one here. All right. So I'm going to lay a scenario on you. You tell me what you think happened, okay?
All right.
Florida man.
Oh, boy.
Pays
Something
for,
crazy happened.
Pays for
probably involving meth and nudity.
No. Pays for full contact experience with a leopard. What do you think happened?
Oh, God. I hope he died.
No.
Oh.
But.
So, did he have leopard sex?
No, God, no. Nothing that bad.
Oh.
No, he paid for a full contact experience at a private animal sanctuary and got mauled.
You bitch.
The guy.
Oh, he got mauled?
Yeah, well, the guy paid.
Weird.
He paid $150 to, air quote, play with the black leopard and, quote, rub its belly. The animal charged.
That's an instant no-no of any cat.
Right? The animal charged Turner once he walked into the enclosure. One of his ears was ripped apart, and his scalp was hanging from his head following the attack.
I mean, he asked for a full contact experience.
Yeah.
That's about as full contact.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if some sketchy place says, "Hey, you can have full contact experience with a leopard," I expect a mauling.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because if I go in there and all it does is nuzzle me, I'm asking for my money back.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to fucking Big Red's leopard experience or whatever.
Big Red's leopard tummy rubs aplenty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, man. Fucking idiot. And so, naturally, the police have charged the sanctuary's owner with, I don't know, something.
Well, yeah. Hopefully the leopard's still alive, because, usually they just go, oh, it tasted human blood. We must put it down.
That's a good point, and it doesn't say in here, so I hope that's the case too.
I mean, that's just a Florida guy being a Florida guy,
right? And I was going to say it's the Chris Rock. That's a tiger being a tiger. That's a leopard being a leopard is what it is. It's like you.
Yeah, this moron has a story now. Next time he goes into one of those Tampa bars or whatever.
Yeah, right. They'll be like, hey, whatever your name is, why don't you tell us that leopard story? And he'll go, huh? Because they're on the wrong side where he had his ear torn off.
His glasses are all crooked because he's got nothing to rest on over there.
Oh, man. Oh, idiot.
Hey, crooked glasses Corey, get over here and tell us about that sweet leopard story.
Well, not again.
Tell us about that best $150 ever spent.
Yeah. Fuck. That's my thing in this. It's like, what did you expect going in? How do you expect to go, I'm going to get into a cage with a full-grown black leopard, and it's going to let me rub it.
Sure, rubbing its tummy.
Yeah, I'm going to rub that tummy. Like, come on. Like you said, I have a cat that if I touch her tummy, she will bite me. And that's exactly. A house cat that likes me most of the time.
Yeah, let's add a couple, 100+ pounds onto that cat now.
Yeah. And doesn't know the guy.
Yeah, doesn't know the guy, exactly.
Like, they might let someone from the sanctuary rub their tummy because they bring him large pieces of meat like this guy every day.
For sure.
That's what I was thinking is, how great of a gimmick is that for the sanctuary? Someone pays you $150 and provides lunch for your leopard.
I mean, that's a hell of a deal, actually.
Right?
That's almost as good as forced monkey labor.
Yeah. I mean, that's just brilliant.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, good Lord.
You guarantee this guy came in, smelling like Florida, for one.
Yeah.
And like bush that comes out of those cans that has the corn cob on it,
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he came in smelling like.
Oh, my God. So, I don't know why, but that reminded me of, have you seen the Coors Seltzer commercials that are out now?
I have not.
Okay, so Coors is running a thing that's basically like buy our seltzer. When you do, we're donating money to saving rivers. So it's like basically have a seltzer, save a river. So in the commercial, it has all these people that they're drinking the seltzers, and they're basically like, look, I'm conserving water or something to that effect.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
It just made me laugh because I'm like, I love that it's like, all right, guys, we got this new seltzer because, we're Coors. We have a seltzer.
Well, everybody's got the seltzer going, boys.
Right. And it's like, well,
how do we stand out?
Exactly. Like, I got it. We're always talking about the waters from the Rocky Mountains. How about we throw like 5 cents out off of every 2 million sold to saving those rivers?
Like, that's not going to come out of my pocket. No, of course not.
All right, fine. 3 cents.
But we'll charge more for the seltzer to compensate.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Excellent work, Donaldson.
I have a new gold butt scratcher I need to buy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen what Bud Light's doing with their seltzers.
I saw they have a cranberry one because I heard about it on
goofy ass flavors coming out.
Yeah,
like ginger snap and like holiday flavors and peppermint. And
I saw they were doing a cranberry one. That one makes sense though.
Yeah, cranberry makes sense.
A lot of people
ginger
like
snap
cranberry
and apple spice. And
can you imagine a night of drinking
Santa's asshole?
Can you imagine a night of drinking ginger snap seltzers? What that's going to taste like the next morning?
Yeah, it's going to taste like shame and a revoking of a man card.
God, it's just the burp. Can you imagine burping that up? That's going to be just horrid. No,
it's
thank you.
It's going to taste like spiking estrogen levels.
Oh, God. That just sounds terrible.
And I'm not mad at the hard seltzer situation.
Right.
But come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I mean, you don't see me buying them for a reason.
Liar. I see one right there.
I do have a regular ass seltzer right here, though.
Yeah.
I get it.
Wow. It's not a Santa's ass seltzer, just regular ass?
No, regular ass. Yeah, it's not. They haven't put out the holiday ones yet.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, them Santa's teen seltzers are out.
About goddamn time.
Oh, these are the limited edition Christmas night ones. So it's extra sweaty.
Yeah, extra skunky with a touch of mistletoe and a little nutmeg.
No, thank you. No, thank you, my friend. No, thank you. I'm not against trying, like seasonal flavors. Like I said, cranberry makes sense because time of year it is cranberry. Not to mention a lot of people, vodka and cran has been a thing for years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I get cranberry, but
ginger snap?
Fuck ginger snap, dude.
Yeah.
No. What was that other one? The mint one I get, but God, I would not want a night of drinking.
I think it was apple spice. I might as well just look it up. Hold on.
Apple spice might not be horrible, but again, I wouldn't want more than like one of those.
Right.
That's my thing. It's like, why would you? I don't know. Like, I feel like you're going to sell a lot of those because people are going to go, oh, I got to try this, and then the rest of them are going to just sit in their fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like that Bill Burr bit that was on Saturday Night Live with the holiday beers. Same idea. There's so many of those.
They call it the Ugly Sweater Pack.
Okay.
And it has apple crisp, peppermint patty, ginger snap, and then it has the cranberry.
One of each? Or is this
a 12-pack?
12-pack, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a question. All right, so every multi-pack has got one that is the, like you don't drink it till it's the last one. Which flavor is the last one for you?
It's got to be peppermint.
Me too, because I don't want...
What is it? What are you doing? Like chugging like fucking bubbly
dude,
Listerine?
Dude,
I can't think what it shit's called.
It's going to go back to drinking like Fire and Ice or mint schnapps kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Or peppermint schnapps. Those are horrible. Like, it's one thing to drink them as long as you keep them down.
Right.
But, yeah, I'm with you.
Why don't they have a Thanksgiving pack that's like the cranberry again and fucking gravy? And...
Dude, like Jones Soda does, where they have the, like, Thanksgiving sodas or whatever.
There you go. Like a roast turkey seltzer and then sweet potato. Actually, sweet potato marshmallows might be all right. If it's a pretty good sweet potato casserole beers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saying.
Oh, shit. All right. Uh-oh. I think my pen's running out. That's no good. Anyway, so I got one more story here before we get to the Q of the W's. Did you see the woman that had the skeleton strip club display?
I saw a little blurb about it, like her neighborhood was not impressed.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting with it.
I didn't really deep dive into it.
Oh, you should look at the pictures. They're great. She has poles like all up in her front yard, and she has these skeletons with like long fluorescent wigs on, like they're dancing on the poles.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's pretty great, actually. And the neighborhood, of course, was like kids.
What is this bullshit?
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, it's as nude as you can get because they're skeletons, but
Well, yeah, fair.
There's nothing truly inappropriate about it. It's a bunch of just skeletons on poles. It's, and it'd be different if they were, actually something that was nude or something like that, but they're skeletons.
Yeah, like she had like sex dolls out there with like
yes.
dead makeup on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that
big
would be
floppy dicks.
Yeah, that would be inappropriate. I don't even think if I had kids, I think I would laugh at this more than anything.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's nothing inappropriate about this. I think it's just hilarious.
Well, and plus, depending on the age of the kid, they either A, know exactly what it is, or B, have no clue and just go, they're just dancing skeletons.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just one word, Brian. It's called parenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There were some that were waving dollar bills. Also, I forgot about that.
I mean, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Not mad.
No, I'm not either. It's funny. So whatever. There, link to it in the show notes if you want to have a look at some of the pictures. Though they're fun to look at. So
You think the skeletons waving money? Do you think they had boners?
She named the candy or the strip club like the candy shop, because of Halloween. She should have named hers.
Yeah, for sure with a Z.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although I do like the candy shop though, because Halloween. Yeah, she was given 30 days by the homeowners association to take it down, and she was only going to leave it up through Halloween anyway, and then take it down. So and
she could put like pilgrim costumes on them or something.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize this. I missed this part when I read this earlier. The woman said she was going to keep changing the scenario a bit every night until closing. And then she said she was also adding a VIP line.
That's hilarious.
See,
if she would have set them up to have like skeleton stripper lap dances going, that would be funny.
Now see, that I could see being someone saying is inappropriate, but just having them on the poles, it's like whatever, What if?
Yeah, it's like just shut your face.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just have some fun with things, for God's sake. Come on.
Right.
Like you said, it's, like you learn as a parent, I'm sure, other people say inappropriate shit around your kids all the time. It's up to you as a parent to teach them the lessons they need from that scenario.
Yeah, you got to be the Brita filter that's pouring clean water into their domes.
Right.
You know
or just, keep dumping vodka in there, whatever.
Or keep dumping vodka in there, whatever. That's pretty clean too.
Yeah. Shit's going to be real pure by the time you're done.
Hell yeah.
You ever want to see, did I ever tell you about I think I did. I can't remember now, but did I tell you on Snapchat that there's these guys named Rhett and Link? They had a TV show for a while.
I'm familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen them on things.
Okay. Well, on Snapchat, they had one time where they poured Mountain Dew through a Brita filter. I think I told you about this. And it took the yellow out of the Mountain Dew. Basically, it took a lot of that like neon yellow out of it.
Right.
I was like, oh my goodness, that's terrifying. So
that is terrifying.
It said it still tasted completely like Mountain Dew, just didn't have the color.
That is weird.
Yeah. Well, they poured Windex through it too, and it took the blue out of Windex.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Which is a little terrifying because when I saw that, the very first thing I was thinking of was like, oh wow, if you wanted to poison someone, this could really be helpful.
Oh yeah, hook up that sweet ass Brita filter.
Yeah, just pour your Windex or whatever through it a few times to take out that coloring, and then pour it into, oh yeah, here's a nice glass of water for you, honey.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Why does it smell like Windex? I
Don't
just
worry
washed
about
the glass with
Yeah.
Windex.
Yeah. Wash the glass with Windex. Delicious.
I mean, it's a glass cleaner. I just thought.
Yeah. Glass is clean now. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it's so clean. It's so sparkly.
Yep.
Just drink out, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, quit asking questions. I only asked one. Oh, man. All right. Well, let's do a Q of the W then, I guess, eh?
Oh, all right. Well, hey, last week we asked you guys, what noise gives you goosebumps?
Mm-hmm.
I got an answer on Facebook. It's from our dude, Big Dave.
Yeah.
Says his bad goosebumps are nails on a chalkboard.
Okay.
He went and threw us a good goosebumps too.
Nice.
An angle I don't even think we thought about. Good goosebumps is a throaty exhaust on a Chevy Nova. Not mad at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when we excuse me, bad time talk. When we were talking about this whole sitch, we only talked about shit that was like bad and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think about the stuff that's like pleasure goosebumps.
I didn't either. I mean,
I call them skin boners.
That's a weird name for him. I'm not gonna lie.
So whoa, I'm not trying to report. I'm trying to favorite. There we go. On Instagram though, that was all I had on Facebook. Instagram, our dude Philip, he says the not good goosebumps. 2 pieces of styrofoam rubbing together. That is a horrible noise.
Yeah, that's a pretty rough noise.
Yeah, that's a bad noise right there.
Yeah, yeah. So,
but that's what I got. That's it.
All right. Well, I got one from Cheeto as soon as my mail loads, because why would I have thought to have done this ahead of time?
Are you using forced monkey labor to like crank your internet?
That is between me and those monkeys. No, I really think I should have updated or reset my computer, but I don't know if we would have been able to record tonight if I would have.
This is what the chances we gotta take sometimes.
Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Come on now. I'm guessing the sound that gives him good goosebumps would be the sound of like when you open peanut butter and it has like that foil top and you peel that off.
Oh, that is satisfying.
I figure that's going to be his, right? Because it's got to be peanut butter related.
Oh yeah, peanut butter related.
I wish this would load.
That sweet sound you make the first time you open up a jar of Jif and then you just rigorously bang it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. As you do.
Yeah,
as you
do.
He knows
what's up.
Right, yeah. I do always find it interesting to find out, like, how I asked you crunchy or smooth last week. And it is always interesting to me when you're around people and they go to make something with peanut butter to see what they use, whether they use a brand name and what brand name, or if they use a store brand. Like, if they use a store brand, I figure that you're probably psycho. So,
fair enough.
Because I just had some really awful store brand peanut butter. Maybe it's gotten better, but it was terrible when we were Utes, at least, and since.
I've bought some of the like all natural store brand.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Obviously, as long as you don't mind, stirring in that Earl.
Well, the all natural is going to do that, I've made my own quite a few times, and every once in a while you sometimes you gotta throw a little Earl back in top of it because it dries up. That's just what it does, Yeah. So I'll have to throw a little Earl on top of it and then mix it up like you said. But I don't mind that so much.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, your computer is being the asshole.
It is fighting me on every front tonight. Let's see if I can pull this up on my phone instead.
All right, fair enough. It probably will be quicker.
Yeah, well, and given that it's just the one, I don't have to. Oh, of course, now it fucking loads.
Well, it's because you threatened it with a job.
Yep. Okay, so he says,
so bad.
What noise gives me goosebumps? The sound of sheet metal rubbing or being dragged against sheet metal. That's a decent one. That is a weird noise.
Yeah.
He said it's like fingernails on a chalkboard, but metallic. Not to be confused with Metallica.
Sick.
Cheeto, I gotta say, brother, I mean, I am a little disappointed that you broke your streak of peanut butter answers. Because, I mean, I figured the go-to would have been that, that fresh bit, or the word, the sound that gives him, like, terrible goosebumps would be the knife scraping the bottom of the peanut butter jar.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm out of peanut butter.
Death rattle of an empty jar.
Yeah. I mean, although that can be an anticipatory thing, because you could get a boner at that point because you're like, oh, it's about time to,
yeah,
crack a fresh one.
Exactly. All right, a balls deep in this family size.
It's nice of you to give him family size.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
Family size has got more cushion for the pushing.
Right. A little more room around, too, so you're not scraping
exactly.
or anything. That's no good.
Yeah, you don't want to. Exactly. That plastic can be a little cutty.
Yeah. Probably a bad idea.
The last thing you want is a Jif jar cut on your scrotum.
Oh, can you imagine explaining that to the doctor?
Yeah,
How'd you cut under your shaft and your funny story? Like butter jar again.
Unique curve to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, is this the peanut butter jar again? No. Yes.
He's like, yeah, well, I'm allergic to peanuts and shit's acting up, so I disagree.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be funny. I mean, aside from the having to use an EpiPen or something. But, all right, so 1 through 22 this week.
Oh, hey, Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 22.
The random number between 1 and 22 is 18.
18, you say?
There you go.
All right. You wake up from a coma after 30 days and find out you now have the most unfortunate superpower. What is it?
Oh, boy. The most unfortunate superpower. Okay, I'm going to go with, because I live in Toledo, Ohio. It's going to be invisibility, but it's not, it's only you. It's not their clothes and stuff. So you can only utilize it here a couple months out of the year.
I like that nowhere in your scenario could you move.
Oh, no. You're not allowed.
Like, fuck, I got to stay here. Oh, man. I was trying to come up with something that's like a good twist on the coma kind of a thing. Like
your superpower is you're Steven Seagal and out of Hard to Kill, and you got to seek revenge.
Right.
Because that was kind of the plot of that movie. He came out of a coma.
I was trying to think of something more like you can see the future, but every time you manifest your power, like you slip into another coma and you'll get a new superpower.
That's pretty funny.
Like,
actually.
you have no clue what the superpower is going to be.
That would be a fun character to play if you could figure that out, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it could be, right?
Yeah.
Like, I saw the future, and I can tell that if I use my power again, I'll slip into a coma. That's it. You can only see to when you slip into the coma. That's the limit on it. That way you can't see and go, well, I don't want to use it because the next power sucks. You can only see to the coma.
Yeah, it just takes you to the darkness of the coma.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, I can't see past this. I don't know if this is worth the dice roll or not.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, so given that power, would you roll the dice? Because that's not a very good superpower.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'd have to roll at least once.
Because you can only use it one time before you slip into a coma, so it's got to be for something good.
Right.
Right?
If you're just bored, though.
Yeah.
Like you're just sitting on the couch, you're kind of hungry, but you don't want to get up and look.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm just going to go into a coma.
That's a good reason. Or
like,
mine.
This just sucks.
Or you don't realize the time limit type thing on it. You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to get tomorrow's winning lottery numbers. I'm going to win the Powerball. And you get it. You immediately slip into a coma. 30, you win that day. And then 30 full days later, you wake up only to realize that you had 30 days to cash in
Yeah,
the
ticket's
ticket.
expired.
No.
That would be a convenient superpower right now because I'd go vote and then I'd just go into a coma for 30 days.
Yep.
Be like, oh, what happened? Okay. Oh, wait, that's what happened? Superpower.
Yeah.
Coma.
Yep. Like, see if we could roll the dice again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Or you have something like, you can, like you have super speed, but every time you use it, you have gravy leg the whole time.
Yeah. Just, oh, God. Another crime foiled by the brown streak.
You just see him standing there, and it's like, well, just the mayor's thanking him, and he's like, oh, just doing my job, Mr. Mayor, and you just see these crews in the background just hosing the street down.
He's got to wear assless chaps.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you'd have to, right? Because otherwise, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
if you're rocking gravy leg, you can't put on one of those like horse apple bags on your ass.
Right? No, and you can't.
No.
And you're always easy to find.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's going to be some evaporation, but depending on your speed.
I'm true.
I mean, I kind of want to get some scientists and let's talk this through.
Let's break this down.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this gravy leg velocity.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
It would be horrible.
All right, Brown Streak. We need you to run as fast as you can on the, what was it called? The cosmic treadmill or whatever the stupid name for that thing is. Because the Flash fucked up the timeline again. And, we need you to do this to save us. And he's like, how's the, oh shit, I can't think of what it's called. How's the drainage situation in this room?
Yeah, do you still have the warranty on this?
Because it's going to get bad. You might want to put some plastic up over the electronics.
I'm going to need someone to hose off the end of it as I'm running.
Right. Oh man, it's gotta hope
sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's no good. All right, I'm changing my mind. I think that's be the move.
Fair enough.
The brown streak for sure. Just
the brown streak.
Horrible. So there you go. The question again: you wake from a coma after 30 days and find out you now have the most unfortunate superpower. What is it?
Show me what you got.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. I think we got us a show there.
That is indeed a show.
All right. Head over to saltylanguage.com, click the links, do the things, whatever. Check out the network that we're part of.
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Tangent Bound Entertainment. And by the way, I forgot, I have to issue a retraction because I'm an idiot. Yeah? I wished the wrong Mark a happy birthday last week. It's not Mark from Tangent Bound. It was Mark from, oh my goodness, I can't think of what it's called now. The Succotash Show.
Oh, I was going to say the Funky Bunch.
No, who's been super nice about retweeting our links over the years. And featured us on one of their episodes also. So
was the episode titled The Greatest Podcast Ever?
I don't know if that's what he did.
Featuring Salty Language.
Well, did you have to say that? I mean,
it's true. It's true.
It is in our rider that our name gets put in it, even if it is, already in it.
Accurate.
Like the greatest podcast ever, Salty Language, featuring Salty Language.
Yeah. Produced by Salty Language.
Right.
Written by.
Right.
List goes on.
Credits by. Yeah.
Credits by.
Yeah. So anyway, but Tony still misses you, Mark, if you're listening. So
I mean, I do, bro.
He wants to give you a deep hug.
Yep. I went to Cleveland. I thought I brought a family pack of Jif. Thought we're gonna have some times.
I don't. I think if you're gonna do the peanut butter thing, you should go see Cheeto instead.
That's true.
Yeah, seems
we'll
more
just
like
tape two jars together and look each other deep in the eye.
You mean like end to end, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. We're gonna Eiffel Tower some peanut butter.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, Costco sells them in a 2-pack, so. Just saying.
I'm just picturing the ends of the peanut butter. What you can't see is, you know that scene in Titanic when she puts her hand on the window in the car? It's just going to be
Yeah.
dick prints on the end of the jar that way. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's going to look like low budget Dune footage.
Yeah. Oh my. All right. Well, there you go. Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami on Instagram and Twitter both.
You can find me at Monotony or The Monotony on Instagram. And apparently you can find all the beers on TikTok now. But I haven't done anything yet, so I guess don't go looking.
Well, they could still follow you, though.
They can still follow me. It's All the Beers Pod.
Or however
They're
that
into it.
works. I'm sure, yeah. I'm not familiar with how it works at all because I've never used it.
Yeah, I'm still not familiar, so.
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
I don't know. I might lock our account down for, salty language maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense because before long you'll be doing dances on there. So
I mean, someone's got a booty shake for a show.
Right. Make sure you put your age on there.
Yeah, naturally.
Because people may think you're young, you know.
But, I mean, it's true. I
Yeah.
get it occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't look a day over 40. Thank you.
Yeah. Preach.
Yeah. We're not
That's what happened actually when I went out with some of my coworkers. One guy's like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Well, just guess." He's like, "Oh, like 35." I'm like, "Dude, I'm 41." He went, "What?"
Like,
my mom's 44.
You're
I'm
like,
like,
oh,
great. I could be your daddy.
yeah. Exactly. It's the best part of getting old, right? Now you can go after the mom or the daughter. Yeah. And
Funny story actually about that, that I totally forgot about until right now, is I left and two of the guys I work with were still hanging out.
Mhm.
The next day at work, I'm like, "Hey, how long did you guys hang out for?" Like, we hung out like an hour. And he's like, did you see those women that were sitting behind you? I'm like, nah. He's like, oh man, they were smoking. He's like, we bought them some drinks and then we left and never got a chance to talk to them. I'm like, oh, huh. Another dude I work with. It's like, hey man, I saw you guys were at, the Frickers in Perrysburg. He's like, I saw you guys were at Frickers, and he's like, my friends and I were there like an hour after you guys left. I met my family there. I'm like, oh really? He's like, yeah, it's too bad I didn't show up earlier. We could have hung out. Yeah. And he's like, it's weird. My mom and my friends, some guys bought him some drinks and never talked to him. He's like, I was kind of wondering if it was you guys.
Oh man,
you know what?
Can you imagine if that had gone a different way? Oh boy.
Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, you should go talk to Roosevelt because I think he's trying to become your stepdad. What are the odds?
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So
Anywho.
close. So close.
So close.
Oh man. All right. Well, there you go. Or if you need any of the other links, go to saltylanguage.com. They're all there, except for the TikTok one, which I'm sure Tony will fix.
I might figure out some.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he loves TikTok now.
I don't love it.
Love it.
But I don't hate it.
He loves it. Don't listen to him. He's wearing
That's
a
about all.
TikTok shirt right now. It's pretty it's terrible. He's bought in 100%. He's been working on his dance the whole time. Anyway, so I guess
My titties aren't big enough to get big on TikTok.
I disagree. I think you could get augmented.
My booty ain't lush enough. Unless you're talking about the foliage.
Oh man. That's right. Follow Tony at the Hirsute Hip Shaker on TikTok.
Exactly.
Yikes.
Yikes.
A little coin slot for everybody.
Yikes.
Yikes. All right. So until next week, have a beer. You'll be fine.
Stay salty.
And I don't know. Don't use forced monkey labor, and hopefully you voted.
But Brian, forced monkey labor is so much cheaper, and it's totally legal in this country. Dude, if I could get a Made in America stamp on everything I have, but it's forced monkey labor, people still buy that shit.
Yeah, probably. Because, you know, the one thing Americans love to do more than anything is brag.
You made America full asterisks, and they flip the tag over. It says "Made by monkeys."
Yeah, made in America by forced monkey labor.
Yeah, by forced monkey
Yeah,
labor.
right. Fuck.
That should be the tagline of our show on our website.
Yeah. It would be if I didn't want us to get demonized now. I mean, it'd be terrible. Well,
Fair
more.
enough.
Anyway.
All right.